Hello and welcome to Everyday Mindful. I'm your host, Michelle Dupree, the Ethical Intuitive, just breaking down the symbolism of our everyday lives so that we can learn how to evolve ourselves and mend the world. And so today I want to talk to you about safe vaccinations, fair elections, and oh yeah, joblessness. So I want to touch on the idea of vaccines because I had a question about them. Will they be safe? Will a vaccine be safe when it comes out? First of all, this is what I've seen. It's still a while before a vaccine will come out. So we've got some time to be thinking about that, and I'll touch base on it again when we get closer to that idea. But here's the other thing, I think the important thing to keep at heart right now. I really see this from the scientists' perspectives. They're not going to put out a vaccination if it doesn't work, if it isn't safe. Not here in America. They just won't do it. We have too many credible leaders in that field that are not going to let that process be corrupted in any way. So we will get a safe vaccine. It's just a matter of time. It could very well be not until March or even later of next year before we see that. So keep up with the masks, make them a fashion accessory. They're going to be around for a while. I also want to talk about the elections because we are, the next time we all meet, hopefully will have been a decision made as to who our next president will be. That could still be in contention, though, by this time next Thursday. But what I wanted to let you know there as well, and politics, I don't do predicting necessarily. I'm in the possibility probability industry, not the predicting industry. And when it comes down to things like elections anyway, it's too much of a gamble. There's too many energies involved, quite honestly. It's like gambling. There's just too many factors, too many little things that interfere that sway things at any given moment. You really cannot predict that type of energy. So it's up in the air, except there is a lot of probability and momentum leaning Joe Biden's way, is what I would say. I don't really see that there's much of a chance for Donald Trump. I see it definitely as a Biden election. I see it as the blue wave. I see many of the Republicans going down. Anybody who's really stood behind Donald Trump, I think, will be going away, which says something about us all collectively. But that's just my look at it as to where it stands in this moment in time. Like I said, it's like a gamble. All things can change. If 2016 taught us nothing. But here's what I really wanted to discuss with you today. Joblessness. That's the real story and the real concern for people right now. The administration is going to take its time to do whatever it needs to do. And in the meantime, we're losing jobs. We're not making money. We're in dire straits. Many people are. And so I wanted to address that. I was talking with a friend of mine the other day, and we were discussing, how concerned we were for people who weren't working right now. All of us have been cut back to some degree, I would say. Well, maybe not all of us. Certainly those of us that have been able to work from home, we're still, doing our 40 hours a week for the most part. But a lot of people are getting cut back and also just cut off altogether, laid off, furloughed, and let go. And we were talking about that, the concerns we were having for those people. And as we were talking about that, I heard it. My guidance came in and said to me, "You're missing the point." And I was like, "What do you mean we're missing the point? People are out of work and it's desperate times." And my guide said, "There's a good reason for it." And so I sat with it and I looked at what's the good reason for joblessness. And here's what I learned. It seems as though a lot of businesses today have been really operating under the old way of being, right? Capitalism, money first, profit before people and planet. But that's not the times today. And so many businesses are needing to go away or reposition themselves, rethink what's important to them, and give themselves new foundations. But as we're watching businesses leave, there's going to be a market for new business to come in. And those new businesses are going to be people who are forward thinking, people who put people and planet before profit. And that's why we're seeing this joblessness, is because it's going to shift the way and the reasons why we work, and who we're working for, and what we're working toward ultimately. We're going to be seeing a lot of companies, startups coming out, green energy companies, new ideas, and there's going to be new jobs attached to those things. But also, if you're one of those people who has lost your job and you've had a business idea in mind, start that business. This is your time. Take the risk. Put yourself out there. It's the time for opportunity. If not now, it's no better time to risk than now. There's really nothing to lose. All is, some sense, already lost. So we have to reinvent ourselves, and it's through our jobs that we're going to really find a new sense of self and what's important and what we want to put into the world. So try to see that differently if you can. I know that's hard. Sometimes seeing the big picture is not easy. If you have a hard time with that, please reach out. I'm always here to help. I'm happy to help you understand your personal circumstances and how to find the beauty in your design as well. There is always one. I'm never really surprised. But let me help if I can help. Otherwise, take some heart, take a deep breath and realize all of this is serving a bigger, higher purpose, and we will work through this, we will get through it, and things will be better and different in the long run. Just remember, these things have their reasons. All right, take care, and until I see you next time.